We got to talk about it. What is it? I'll tell you what it is. It's fantastic. Anyways, yeah, we need to talk about Fantastic Four. My God, what a movie. We're here with humanoid, experimental, robotic, B-type, integrated electronics to give the review. What can I say that hasn't been said already, though? Nothing. This movie was great. Does it change the MCU? Does it change the game? Not really. Are you gonna enjoy it? Yes. And what was the best part about it? The fact that that movie just kept me reeled in. It just kept me reeled in. And you wanna know why it kept me reeled in? I thought there was actually something at risk. They set this in a universe. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. They set this in a universe by itself, to the side, in its own separate universe, so that it could be self-contained. And I think that really just sent the risk factor through the roof. Because what differentiates this movie from Superman is the fact that in Superman, I knew he was gonna win, and I never really felt dread. I felt dread in this movie. Half the movie, pretty much the whole movie, I was sitting there like scared for them. And yeah, there's not really a lot of movies that'll do that in the MCU these days. Like even in Thunderbolts, I wasn't really scared for them. Like, oh, what's gonna happen? He's gonna take over the Earth. Like, he's gonna make everything all dark. Eventually, someone will come. They have everybody in this universe. They are the soul. They are the Avengers. They are their people. And it's really great to see how much they love their people. And by their people, I mean the citizens. There's this really nice speech that Sue says that I won't get too much into, but she pretty much says, I won't sacrifice my family, or I won't sacrifice my son for y'all's lives, but I'm not going to sacrifice y'all's lives for my son. It was beautiful. I shed a tear. And Reed, I really had my skepticisms on Pedro Pascal. Because every other day he's announced for a new major role. But my God, that's my Reed Richards. I watched a Moist critical review and where he said that he was too pouty the whole movie. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think he was a little bit pouty the whole movie, but I think it was necessary. I think it needed to set the tone for the movie, and I think it needed to set the tone for how he really felt. He was able to relay the dread and able to relay the emotion to the audience in such a great way that I wouldn't say nobody else could do, but I would say that he did a really good job at. Moving on, we got Storm. Sue Storm. Not Storm. Too much X-Men. That's my Storm. She's the most powerful. That's all I'm going to say about it. She's great. Sue, I mean. Johnny, I love his dynamic in this, the way they not only work on the fact that he is, his little playboy, his little stupid, his little quippy, but they also add the fact that he's not an idiot. He's not just there as Sue's brother. He's there because he also is prominent in his own way and not a dumbass like they decided to depict him as in every other adaptation. Yeah. And Ben, he was actually the least worked on character. I feel like they had a whole character arc for him that they might have cut from the movie or put it somewhere else, or maybe it'll be later down the road, because I felt like they kind of sped run it. Like he went to, there was a scene where he went to his neighborhood, his old neighborhood, and he saw everybody, and then the kids were like, oh, do the thing, and then he like meets this girl, and she's like, oh yeah, you should come by one time for the kids, they'll be nice to you. We don't see her or those kids at all for the rest of the movie until 15 minutes before the movie ends, where Galactus is almost at the planet and they're about to put him in Terraria, and he walks up and he walks in there and she sees him. She walks up to him. She's like, yeah, nice beard. She's like, oh, what's she here for? He's like, oh, I just came to see you. She just sit there smiling like she's stupid or something. Like, I get it. You had to pack a lot in this movie, but if you weren't going to show the character arc or at least develop a little bit more than 2 scenes, I don't think you should have put it in there in the first place. That's my hot take, though. And I will say, every theory video I saw about this was low-key accurate and very predictable. But in the beginning, they started out in a way. And then as the movie progresses more and more, you can kind of see how they're already going to lay it out before it even happens. They set the foreshadowing so heavy in the beginning that the rest of the movie just becomes really predictable. So for one of those people that sit in the audience like me and just analyze a movie up and down, go into this movie not like that. Go into this movie with a fresh mind knowing it's just going to be another a Fantastic Four story. It's just a Fantastic Four story. It's introducing them into the MCU and getting them firm placed in our minds before Doomsday comes. So keep that in mind. It's not supposed to be the best MCU movie. It's not supposed to be some world-breaking Endgame type movie, but it was good. And before I go, I almost forgot about Galactus. 10 out of 10, recommend. That's my Galactus. Yes, sir. So what do I give this on my indulgent rating? I would pull a Sammy J and give it about 5 dooms. Doom. No, I'm not going to do that. It gets 8.5 out of 10 on the indulgent scale. Thank you for watching. Like and follow for more.